everybody, time for your 3-minute office meeting for today, May the 20th. First of all, thanks so much for everybody that came out and helped us make Habitrot 2014 an unbelievable success. That includes all of our Simply Vegas agents that came out as runners, their families, and of course W.J. Bradley, who came out with a huge sponsorship that really made the event amazing. Now, our new website, long lost, I know I talked about it last week, but it's actually going live this week, and the only reason it didn't was there was a couple of things that have to be done before it goes live. The first of which is on you guys. Now, in your bio section, in the back of Back Agent, for your profile that is facing the public-facing profile, it used to be limited to 300 characters, which meant you had a real short little snippet on your bio. I've had that expanded now to 4,000 characters, so you can put in a full bio about yourself. And the more about yourself, the better the site will look and the better that your personal profile will perform on our company website. So go in, make those adjustments, put in your full bio, make sure it looks good, make sure your picture looks good. Again, if your picture keeps disappearing, it's because it's too pixelated, it looks awful, and it just won't display properly. So if you need a new headshot, call us, we'll help you work that out. I'll show you where to go to get one of those. Second thing is, it needs videos for the main page, and one of the things I'm doing, one of the videos we're actually going to produce, is really about you guys. And what we want is we want anybody that wants to participate, give me a call. I'm going to shoot the video tomorrow at 2 o'clock, but I want a real quick snippet, maybe 10 seconds of you, where you just basically roll off your greatest accomplishment in the real estate industry. It can be helping a buyer buy a house that was $300,000 below market, or saving somebody $1 million in a short sale, or whatever it may have been. You know, for somebody that looked at 35 different houses, couldn't get approved, whatever, and finally got them approved. It doesn't matter to me what it is. We just want to make sure we include as many of you in this video on the main page as we can. Again, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Wednesday, we're doing that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today is kind of interesting because it's about judgment. And people think judgment's a bad thing, and I agree with that. And what I mean is this. As human beings, we have a tendency to judge others just regardless. What they're wearing, how they look, instantly prejudge people. Don't judge a book by its cover. We've heard this a million times. And agree, judging people for the sake of judging them is an awful thing, or necessarily walking around worrying about how others are judging you is something that's very crippling to people and can be a huge weight. And freeing yourself of worrying what others think about you is a wonderful, wonderful thing. But in this industry, I will say this, we're not setting ourselves up necessarily for judgment, but to be weighed against others. We're in a business of sales, and every listing you go to, every buyer presentation you do, you have to make the assumption these people are talking to other agents. And so by nature, if you're competing with other people or other products, your clients are going to be judging you all the time. In this industry, they're judging you on things like how you're dressed, how you speak, how you look, how you talk. I mean, regardless of what it is, you're being judged. Now, I'm not going to tell you that there's one particular package that works for every single client. So one of the things that's important to you in that initial phone conversation, while you're hopefully matching and mirroring and speaking to them the way they're speaking to you, is to ask them questions like, what's important to you in a real estate agent? What is your expectations? If you could hire the ideal real estate agent, what would that look like? And then you need to tailor that package to fit to whatever that client necessarily might want to buy. In some ways, we're kind of like actors. We have to adapt to every situation. But remember, the basic standard you should always try to run by is you always want to look professional. You always want to sound professional, and you always want to be knowledgeable. If you start with those three things and then build upon that product for each individual client, you'll always be successful. Well, I hope that you take that advice to heart. Let's have a great week, and let's go sell some real estate.